Don't do it, brother.
Ew.
You're not going to want to do it. You do it? Forget about surfing. You might as well sell your boards now. And I was like, I don't know if my marriage is going to be like that. Sorry. All right.
Wow.
We're back, baby.
Back 2023.
Holy guacamole.
Can you believe we made it to 2023?
Holy guacamole.
Now I'm loud.
Which one's which? Oh, I'm turning myself down. That's why. All right. Here we are, 2023, the first podcast.
Yeah, every podcast I listened to was like season blah, blah, blah. Like I didn't know there were seasons of podcasts.
I'm the season.
Is this season 2?
Veteran at podcasting.
Well, this is technically season 2.
No, we're not doing seasons.
Okay.
Don't get me started.
It's interesting.
I don't understand seasons.
Me either. But
it's like you're just doing it. You're putting it out there. It just is what it is.
I agree. So, but everyone takes off like a massive break. But we didn't take a break last week. So, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, 2023.
I don't like not having headphones.
I never thought I'd make it to 2023.
So much.
It's a
better.
wild ride.
I like headphones. I feel more official.
So we're here in our condo in Orlando, Florida, hanging out with Dennis, the man,
Dennis.
Mr. Menace. He's staring at us from across the room because he's so confused. He just doesn't understand the logic of podcasting.
But yeah.
Right, Dennis?
I wonder if he knows he has like a famous dad. You know?
So we're here for... Dennis has taken a lot of pictures already. He's only been to one signing, and he took a lot of pictures.
Exactly, so he might know.
It seems like when he takes his pictures with his fans, though, he just stares off into the sunset. He just stares off.
That's what he does most of the day.
He's not really engaged.
No.
But we're here in Orlando for Surf Expo 2023. I swore off Surf Expo a couple years ago because I went like 5 years in a row.
Yeah, it was too much. It's a lot. And used to say used to get there in the morning and then not leave till like the night. So it was like a lot of work.
But in a weird way, it's actually a great time.
Yeah, it's fine.
And it's kind of interesting because like a lot of people are always like, Surf Expo the worst. But like,
do people
honestly, surfing is here. You know,
yeah.
everyone's here, and it is a good time.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's different because a lot of surfers like don't come, but I feel like for you, there's like a full-blown echo in this room. For you have a brand of your own.
Yeah.
So it's a little different. It's like because like now with like Wave Bandit having your whole van there and like your merch and your boards and stuff, so it's kind of like why not? You're the face of the brand. Why not be here?
Yeah. Well, I think I'm just more invested than most surfers are in the companies they ride for. I'm more invested in what we're doing.
Yeah, and we're wearing matching shirts.
Like I believe in like finding a direction for the brand and being on the same page with everybody. So the more communication, the better.
Yeah.
But Surf Expo used to be so different. Like when I was a kid, I would be walking around. We would print out you'd literally print out a booklet of photos and contest results and magazine clippings, and it would be your resume.
Yeah.
And you'd walk around and you'd be like, "Hi, how's it going? My name's Ben. I'm from New Jersey. I am interested in being sponsored by your brand."
Yeah, but like, did you guys know that it was just like the reps? Like it wasn't team managers?
Like everyone's here at Expo. That's what makes it different.
They do actually come? Like the
everybody.
Team managers?
Yeah.
I don't know about now.
Maybe not now, but back in the day it was a big deal. And like I remember the Lost booth. Crazy. Like
why? Lost like fell off, right?
I was
not a company anymore?
afraid. No, they are. I was afraid to go to the Lost booth when I was like 14 because it was like mosh pits, punk rock bands, kegs. I remember I saw my first keg stand at like the Vulcan booth of the Lost booth, and I was just like, whoa.
That's crazy.
And it was crazy. Expo was wild. Now it's more, I mean, there's parties, but it's more down to business. And
well, I think it's weird that they don't have like one big party. Like I feel like there should be like an event after the first night that like everybody goes to at 6 o'clock when the thing shuts down. There's like
I don't know. They might have scheduled things that we just don't know about.
Yeah, but like it clearly isn't something because then would you know about it? I don't know. Yeah.
But yeah,
it's interesting. I mean, I went to my first Surf Expo with you a couple years ago when like Sector 9 was here and stuff. That was my first Surf Expo. I think.
What did you think about it?
That I thought was so fun.
Yeah.
Because there was like a lot of stuff going on. Like all the guys, like all of your friends were there. Because like Sector 9 was there, Hyperflex was there.
Super.
Super at the time was there. Catch Surf was not.
Catch Surf didn't do it that year.
No, they did it like 3 years ago, I guess.
Yeah.
First time that I was here, and I don't know. I thought it was fun. It was cool. I thought I was gonna walk away like with a lot more
Merch.
but I guess you have to be a little bit more forward. So like, you can go up and get some free stuff, but you literally have to, especially the last day. But you have to be like, so, giving any samples? I thought it was just gonna be a sample show, and I was gonna get everything I wanted and more.
Back in the day, you used to walk around with a bag.
Yeah.
And, like you'd fill it up. It's a little different now, but
because now we don't have we're in a recession.
yeah, but it's good to be here. We're dreaming. Today's podcast is going to be a little bit different. We just wanted to make sure that we got something out this week, but we have been on the road. Dennis's first big road trip. It was a really good time. We all slept in the van together, me, Jordan, and Dennis in the middle.
It was horrible.
The condition of the van went from freezing, couldn't feel my face or my toes,
You said you weren't that cold.
to turned on the heat.
Yeah.
Jordan woke me up in the middle of the night.
I had to. My nose was frozen solid. I couldn't move. I was so uncomfortable because like I was so tired that there was this like big Pelican case on this side of me, and I was like, "Oh, I'll be fine. I won't hit it." The whole night it was in my back. I was like this. Then it got freezing, and I didn't know what to do. Like, I don't know if this is normal, but like probably not. But when I get cold when I sleep, I'm full blown soaking wet. Like my clothes, I was so hot. My legs were hot. My body's.
Wait, when you were cold?
Yeah, this is what happens.
What?
It's so weird. My face is freezing cold. My limbs are freezing cold. But like my body heat, I think my body's working overtime to stay warm. So then my clothes are just drenched.
So after that, Jordan
Just
woke
ignore
me
that.
up. No, I was going to say when I got drenched.
Oh, you got drenched. Oh, yeah.
So Jordan woke me up,
But then I did check.
and I turned the heat on. I turned the car on, cracked the window,
Yeah.
safety, and then cranked the heat. And then about 2 or 3 hours later, woke up, and I was drenched. And Dennis was under the blanket. Jordan took the blanket off Dennis. He came out, tongue out, and this fool was just not drinking water the whole trip down. Like in the car, he was either stressed out or just being bratty. And then I was so worried about him.
He was so hot. He was like, and I felt it because what made me wake up is I was cold, and then Dennis was freezing cold. Like I could feel he wasn't shivering or anything, but I could feel his fur was cold.
Jordan kept saying his fur is cold,
And I didn't like that.
and then I woke up and I was in my dog dad sweatshirt, and I was just like, oh my god, ripped it off, ripped my socks off, ripped my pants off, just was down to my board shorts, and I was just dying of heat. Turned that off, and then woke up 3 hours after that, freezing again.
Yeah. Isn't being cold like a weird thing? No, not being cold, sleeping a weird thing? Because I woke up in the middle of the night, and when it was so hot, I didn't know if you opened the window, and I was like, oh my god, like we could die of like, I know you can't really, but like carbon dioxide. And then I was like, oh, I'm just so tired, I don't feel like even worrying about it. And I just went back to sleep.
I died.
Yeah, like that's literally what I was thinking. And it's like, wait,
No.
I wanted to sleep.
I'm
Like,
paranoid. I've never slept in the car with it running without a window cracked, ever.
I don't know. I don't know how people do like the van life. I mean, we did the RV without heat or anything because we wouldn't plug it in. And
RV's luxury, though.
Yeah, well, until you get formaldehyde poisoning. But now that is a story. We believe that the RVs that you rent have formaldehyde poisoning, formaldehyde, and then we got poisoned both times.
It's the glue that they glue the RVs together with. They have formaldehyde in them.
And it's so gnarly. And we must be really, like, as a couple, we must be really sensitive to that stuff because...
But then again, like, everyone else has runny nose, sore throats, red faces when they wake up, and they're like, you guys are sick? What are you talking about?
I know,
and I'm like, dude, you're coughing.
Well, because, like, JP was on with it, and he uses an inhaler, and he said he used the inhaler more that week. He didn't even realize he was using it that much. He said he was using it so much because when he got home, he was like, wait, I haven't even touched my inhaler. So there's definitely something in those RVs.
So both road trips when we were on the RV, I got fully sick. The first time I thought I had, like, full-blown COVID, like...
You might have.
Sore throat, cough. No, because you don't get that cough. Because when we got COVID...
nobody got coughs.
Not that cough.
That was a weird cough.
Was like,
that was a flu cough.
That
was weird,
dude.
And then the second time, I got super sick. But it only lasted like 24 hours. It was weird. Like that first, whatever night that was, I just slept.
Then your body just adapts to the formaldehyde. It's gnarly. But I looked it up. I was like, can RVs poison you? And the formaldehyde thing came up. And, and this whole FEMA thing. Like,
Wait, because they gave all those trailers to like not Sandy, Katrina victims and
Yeah,
stuff, and they all got
and then
sick.
they were getting sick from them.
I mean, you have
crazy.
It's like I don't know how people live in them, but you know, it is what it is. But I was thinking I want to take another road trip because we have. I know we don't have to do the RV, but I think we rent like a minivan or we rent like something, and then we we rent a car in Arizona or something. I don't know, San Diego again. And we drive to the Grand Canyon.
Well, the craziest thing is, okay, I'm not opposed to that.
I haven't seen the Grand Canyon.
The craziest thing going is that by the time you break down the fuel and campsite costs, it's actually cheaper to go on a road trip and stay at hotels.
Yeah, and still
then
stay in luxury hotels.
We stay at a couple friends' houses with the RV anyway. We just park in their driveway. We could just go inside and sleep.
Yeah, well,
we stayed at Beef's, parked out front. We stayed at Jamie's, parked out front. We stayed at our boy in Northern California, parked out front.
But he wasn't our friend.
And then we were in Washington, parked out front.
We didn't know him.
Yeah, but I slept in his house. Didn't I?
No, you slept with me.
Are you sure? No, we slept inside.
No.
Oh, we didn't?
No.
Okay. I've slept in some houses along the way.
I don't sleep in. Not that there's anything wrong with these people because they're very, very generous for letting us stay in their house or like even use their like house at all. But like to me, it's just like a little. I'm not gonna just stay in a random person's home. It's not really my vibe. I just
growing up, traveling as a surfer, I've slept on more floors, more random places, couches,
I don't
mattress pads.
I don't do that.
Jordan thought it was the most wild thing ever. And Jordan, you also thought it was wild that I would just meet up with people I didn't know.
Yeah, I mean now it's not that weird, but I don't sleep at random people's houses. I feel like that's not weird. It's more weird that you are like okay with sleeping at random people's houses.
I'm pretty open like to a lot of things. Like like my life, like I go through like fluctuations. Like right now I'm a homebody because I broke my collarbone and I was at my house for 2 months. But when I turn into like a vagabond, I could really, really get deep into being a vagabond. Like I could be sleeping on the beach in a tent, like
Ew.
no worries.
I would not marry you if you were like that in real life.
We're already married, and this is real life.
But like I don't know, I get heebie-jeebies. Like this place seems like it's really nice, but there's like
Something
little.
already got to you.
Yeah, there's a few things that have gotten to me, so I'm just like, I now don't say anything. I just black it out, like blank it out, like I don't look at it. I'll just say it. So next to my bed, there's a nightstand, and there's like definitely like something on the thing. Like I don't know. It's like I don't know what it is. It's dirt. It's coffee. It's something, but it's not mine. So then I just go like, okay, I'm not gonna look at it. I'm not gonna clean it because like I just don't know what it is. So it's kind of grossing me out. Then there's like certain things in the bathroom that you're just like, oh, this is a little creepy.
I'm
just a little different.
Remember when I went to Nicaragua?
Yeah. Oh no, I couldn't have done that.
If you rolled up to that, you would have lost your mind.
Has there ever been an experience where I literally make you move? Like I'm trying to think. There has been.
No, you've been very stressed out. Like the Bristol wave pool in England, like you were like, dude.
Cried the whole time.
We can't do this.
I didn't want to do it. It was creepy.
We thought it was going to be glamping, and then we rolled up, and it was camping.
It was UK version of glamping.
Well, it was camping, but it was like a public restroom that you had to walk like half a mile to, and public showers. So like
and we were just there for too long.
It was more expectation versus reality, like thinking it was going to be one thing and then getting there and being like, oh, we don't have running water in our tent.
Well, because Blair and Ingrid did it, so I thought like if they did it, I could do it. But maybe Ingrid's a little bit more gnarly than me. She said she is a little bit because I was really bitching to her, saying like, how did you do this? Oh my god! And she was like, it's not that bad. And I was like, you have to share a bathroom. It's horrible.
But then we ended up
the bathroom wasn't even clean.
3 nights?
It was too long.
Or 4 nights?
3.
It was a lot.
That type of place.
We made it happen.
You do the wave pool one day, at like you do the nighttime session,
and then morning.
Stay one night, and then you do the morning.
And then you get out of there.
Because
I agree.
It's just too much, and it's exhausting because it's like there's nothing changing. So like I feel like on a vacation, you have to keep it fresh because then you're just like all the week and a half or a week that we were already in England caught up to me there. I was so tired. But if we just kept going and moving, I would have been fine.
But if you rolled up to the wave pool and it was like a super nice condo like this, the first night we got there, you would have caught up on all your sleep.
Yeah.
And then been fine.
Yeah.
But I was also dealing with my knee, so it was kind of gnarly. That week was heavy. Like it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot for me physically and you mentally.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other. I've kind of like when we met, me and Ben, like he really loved. He didn't have like I feel like there wasn't a threshold of like where to stay. So I kind of have like taught you. I don't want to say taught. I know you think like
I used to sleep in my car.
Yeah. Remember you used to sleep on your roof?
I've slept on the roof of my truck driving cross country multiple times.
But like, how did you sleep? There's no
I don't
way
know
you
what I
slept.
was thinking. Yeah, I slept.
But like, why on your roof?
I don't know. I thought it was safe.
But like, what car was this?
My dad's truck with the cap on it.
You could have
Remember?
just slept in the cab.
I had it packed with stuff, but I could have slept in the back seat, really. Could have just slept on my side.
Wait, that is the crazy thing. But like, how did you sleep? That you just slept on like a hard
Slept
surface?
like a god. No, I had that pad. Remember I used to roll my pad out?
Oh god, these guys in these pads, they're literally this big of memory foam. There's like you're sleeping on like cardboard.
It's doable.
It's not doable. I don't know. I'm sensitive. Wait, I can't believe you did that. I remember I told my mom and my aunt that you slept on the roof, or you said it in the vlog or something.
They thought I was nuts.
And my mom was like, "What is wrong with this boy?" Like she was so concerned for like your.
The thing is, though, too, you've also gotten more accustomed to my lifestyle, though.
Yes, 100%.
You weren't willing to van life when I met you, and now you.
I was the one who recommended van lifing the other night, which I kind of regret, but we're here.
Because like the first time we ever tried to sleep in a van, it was in
Delaware.
an innocent Walmart parking lot in Delaware, and Jordan made it seem like we were in a war zone.
We were.
And there was serial killers around every turn.
Well, there's a lot of people, remember, outside, and okay, Walmart.
That's
parking
how
lots-
Walmart parking lots are.
Yeah, but
It's pretty much like a.
We talked about Walmart the other.
Pretty much like an encampment.
We talked about Walmart the other day. Walmart is a gnarly crowd sometimes. Where like the Walmart in our house, there was a stabbing, there was a shooting, there was multiple things. Verky said there was a huge shooting by his Walmart. That's what scared me because I was like, I don't know. Same with like any parking lot. We stayed in that. Was it a Target or what parking lot did we stay in?
I know
California?
exactly. When me and JP did our
Shower outside.
I'm trying to think about what it was, but it was heavy for sure.
It was sketchy.
Remember we went in that dollar store, grocery store? What was that?
I know.
That was another level.
It was so weird. We thought we were gonna like, and then it was like we really looked at the stuff and we're like, this is not good stuff.
How is this $1?
It was a dollar grocery store. What part of California? That was like outside of Santa Barbara, maybe.
I don't remember.
Oh,
but
no. What's the other place? Where I surf. That's where we stayed. In the freezing cold.
I know
Pismo Beach.
Pismo.
Yeah, that's where it was, outside of Pismo.
So Florida's going to be fun. We're going to stay for a week or two after the Surf Expo, maybe 3.
Ma'am?
Who knows? I like the weather. I'm looking forward to surfing a lot. Packed on some LBs since I've been hurt. Maybe I haven't, but I just feel like
I mean, it's a good start to
a week.
Yeah, but it's like we go into 2023. If we stay home, we go into 2023 in the cold. Right now it's 65 at home, but like that's rare. And I feel like if you want to kickstart a healthy and like motivated 2023, it's like if you're in the warmth, you could do it so easily.
Well, just for my arm, my shoulder, but also like waking up at 6:30 and Dennis wants to go out. I go out for a walk with him, and it's just like I go out there in shorts and a t-shirt, and it's not even a question.
Yeah.
Whereas like at home, I have to go open the door, see what it is, put my layers on, get ready.
It's so much.
But yeah, we're gonna be here. I want to go to the Gulf. I want to.
The Gulf. Why do you want to go there?
I want to go down south, maybe Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Hopefully some waves come, but we're here, and it's gonna be great. Brought all the boards. We got the van. Got some friends coming.
Cool.
And the dreams. So
we don't know if Mackie's coming. Supposedly he booked his flight.
he claims he booked a flight even though he got uninvited. But
do you want to tell him why he got uninvited? Do you want to save it for like when he gets on the podcast?
yeah, we can save it.
Because he doesn't even know he got uninvited.
He literally didn't know that he got uninvited so much that he booked a flight.
But it's so funny that like I don't know. Never mind.
What's funny?
Never mind.
So we're going to have a little bit of fun with this podcast. We are going to have a couple of the Cat Surf guys on here. So we just wanted to come on and do like a quick introduction and let everyone know what's up and what we're doing and what we're up to. And later on tonight, we're going to have some of the guys on. So it's going to be fun. We're going to ask them some questions.
Is there only how many mics did you bring?
Get their vibes. We have 2 mics, but like we just kind of have to shoot in like 10-minute segments and just like I'll talk to Rick. You talk to Joel.
No, I'm not
Colton
talking.
and Brandon can talk to each other. That you know what I mean? That kind of thing. Where are you texting, ma'am?
I don't know what this means.
All right, so that's that. So we're off to Surf Expo, and we will see you guys in a little bit. For you, it'll be instantaneous. For us, it'll be a couple hours. So
I don't think I can interview the boys. You have to just interview. hee hee. Ha ha hee hee. Ho ho hee hee.
All right.
Are we good? Good to go?
Come here, Dennis. Come here, bud. Come here, Dennis. Come here.
Come on, Dundee.
Come here. Little boy. He's hanging over there.
He's like hanging off the couch.
So
He looks pissed off at us.
we changed the vibes up, put it on the couch. We're leaning against my water boys mid-length.
You look
So
like Donald Trump right now. You have a comb over. That was funny. That was a joke.
well, I'm not laughing.
Oh, I
Okay.
was laughing. I bet other people are going to be
You're
laughing.
fired
You're fired. So you got your new surfboard. How
out
do
of
you
a
feel?
cannon
How do you
into
feel?
the sun.
How do you feel?
I feel great.
Okay.
I feel really good about it. I pretty much ride mid-lengths all the time, soft tops, but I've never ridden a fiberglass mid-length. So
What is a mid-length? Okay, for the people that don't know, because I don't know.
Well, think about it. You know, a normal shortboard's about 6 feet long.
Okay. That's
A
tall.
longboard is about 9 feet long.
So this is mid, between, it's like seven
It's a
and
mid.
a half.
It's like 7'6".
Cool. So what kind of waves do you ride with it?
Anything you want. I'm going to be pushing the limits of what you can ride on it.
I mean, it's really cool board. They
'Cause-
did it really nice.
My dream, one of my dreams is just to push the limits of any board that I ride. So obviously I put the soft tops in ridiculous surf,
Yeah.
and
You're a ridiculous type of guy.
just a ridiculous fella.
Oh, are we going to be lounging?
So it's been good. It's been a journey, but
We got our El Slamo shirts on.
that's true. Because today is El Slamo Day at the Surf Expo.
And this one,
If you
is-
didn't, go ahead.
you can get it on waybandit.com.
Sure can. If you didn't notice, today is this second half of this podcast is day 2 of Surf Expo. So we did 20 minutes yesterday, and we're doing probably 20 minutes today because we just wanted to have a little bit of fun with it
Yeah.
down in Florida. We tried to get some of the Catch Surf guys interview style, but they were
They wanted to do it, but they're just busy guys, you know?
yeah,
We're going.
a little busy.
We went to dinner. We tried to go to dinner last night. I picked the Art House. It was packed
To the brim.
to the brim.
2-hour wait.
2
I've
hour
actually
wait.
never seen that before.
Me either. So we ended up going to Outback Steakhouse, which I'm pleasantly surprised. It was great.
It was a good claim.
A little iffy in the beginning, you know. 15-minute wait, and it seemed to be no one in the restaurant. But then when you
It was
look,
interesting.
then when you went into the actual part of like where people are eating, there's people.
Yeah,
We got a bloomin' onion. How'd you feel about the bloomin' onion? Have you ever had that before?
it was really good. I haven't had it since I was like 16.
Me
It was
either.
Really, really good. I would say it was a vibe. The most exciting thing that I saw there was the names of all the alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, you like them. You thought
Yeah,
they were
had
cool.
a Wallaby Darned,
That's awesome.
and
They had a bunch.
that's all I can remember.
Yeah, I don't know because we didn't
But
order.
they had a bunch of Australian names, and I was thinking how funny it would be to be in that marketing meeting,
Be so fun.
coming up with those names.
I mean, Outback is great. Like consistent meal.
Yeah, it's Applebee's.
It's a little nicer than Applebee's, I will say.
I would say it's Applebee's for sure.
Yeah. So it was a good time though. I wonder where we're gonna go tonight. I think
It's-
we have to go with Kev tonight.
It's funny that it's a steakhouse. Because, like, Outback Steakhouse, I didn't really make the connection, even though it's
Yeah, because I
Clearly.
got a chicken sandwich.
right in the name.
I was thinking about what you ate because I felt like you thought it was healthy because it was like a grilled chicken sandwich, but like it definitely wasn't healthy.
I didn't think it was healthy. You're at Outback Steakhouse.
Why didn't you get a steak?
I'm not a steak guy.
That was good though.
Outback Steakhouse?
It was a good steak. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't see Outback Steakhouse as a steakhouse.
It is though. If you
I
can
just
order
see
a
it as an
steak at
Applebee's.
Applebee's, you can order because
I wouldn't order steak at Applebee's.
no, but
That
I'm
would
saying
be-
like Outback Steakhouse is meant for steak. Like they
Um,
don't have bad cuts of meat.
I'm more of
Does
a
that
beef.
click. What did that do?
I'm more of a beef jerky guy.
Ugh, see, I would never eat beef jerky, but I will eat a steak.
Medium
And
rare.
I had steak, mashed potatoes, and a seasonal vegetable. It was great.
And so we've had some experiences with Mr. Menace. That's his new name.
Oh my god, Menace. He loves the squirrels and the lizards. Denny. Oh my. I got that.
Loves Florida. He chases squirrels. He chases lizards. And we've had to leave him home a few times because we have to go out. And he's been great.
Yeah, that was our main fear.
He doesn't run to the door. Like, he knows he's staying. And as soon as we leave, he hops up on the couch and he just cruises.
I put cartoons on for him, so he's a cartoon type of doggy.
Yeah, he likes it. And he's been really, really good. He hasn't gone to the bathroom inside or anything.
He's not an inside dog. He's 8 years old. I don't think he's cut it. He wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
You just hold it.
He wouldn't do it.
So we're proud of Denzi. We're proud of being he's getting along with everybody. We were gonna bring him to the expo today because there's a lot of dogs, but honestly, Denzi's fine here. And I was like,
yeah, and like it's like kind of like putting him in a situation where there's more opportunity for something bad to happen.
And more stressed out. Like, why stress him out? Because
Yeah,
he'll just want to
exactly.
leave the whole time. Where it's like he's just not cut out to be around large groups of people.
And when he's here, it's quiet and it's nice for him.
He's fine.
Yeah.
So we're proud of Denny. Proud of our.
He's doing really good.
This is very uncomfortable with this thing on my back. I would love it to
move it.
I would love it to not be.
I was
here.
trying to promote.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Water Boys, Pensacola Beach, Florida, mid-lengths, baby. They gave this to me for free. Custom. Look at that. Look at that paint job. That's absurd.
and they did it pretty quick,
Beautiful
right?
thing. Yeah. Hold on.
Sweet, sweet medicine, baby. Well, now I have a voice of an angel. Oh, that's so much better. Now I can like vibe out. I feel like the camera's way too far away. I don't like it.
It's kind of like it's part of the trick to make you forget that you're on a podcast and realize that you're just talking. You're vibing out.
Well, I feel like I'm on a podcast. I'm talking with a microphone. Ma'am?
So, your whole life you've dreamed of being on a talk show.
No, but now maybe, yeah.
So what
Was your dream as a child?
What was your dream?
To be a lawyer. I've talked about this before.
I know, but like if you were gonna have a talk show, what was the topic of conversation? What did you want it to be?
If I had a talk show, I'd want to do something about like the housewives. Like I want to do that.
I always say that you should just make a podcast about the housewives.
You know, honestly, it drives me absolutely crazy because there's so many now. And when I started watching the housewives, I started watching when I was, I think maybe a freshman. I could have been one of the first.
Housewives.
Not housewives, but
shows.
talking about it.
Shows.
So like, cause like now, like I started listening to this one group. They were like 4 or 5 years ago, and they were one of the first. There was like 3 podcasts that would talk about the housewives, and now there's like probably 30, maybe even more. So
yeah. So now you got to find a new show that's going to be as legendary as
nothing's
that.
as legendary as Bravo. So whatever.
So how about this?
We can just review other people's surf vlogs.
I was gonna watch Zeke's movie and do a reaction video.
That's cool. We should do it.
So we're planning on being in Florida for like a week or 2 after this.
Ma'am.
What are you looking forward to? We talked about moving to Florida.
Yeah.
Pros and cons.
Pros and cons of Florida. Okay, what I'm looking forward to in Florida is being active and walking and just kind of like, I don't know, it's like a good time. Florida's always fun, and I feel like maybe we can do some exploring this trip.
It's funny, we always say that, and then we just get to the house and we're like, oh, it's so nice. Just be at the house.
I mean, some may say it is, but some may also say it would be nice to be in Fort Liddy and in a nice hotel.
Yeah, but no one's doing that.
No, I know, but I will say that there is some times where I'm in. I like Melbourne Beach. I love the little town. It's so cool. It's so cute.
So, and our life is kind of like getting back almost to normal with some additions. Like we got Dennis, obviously.
Yeah.
But like it's funny because we're here this week with the Cat Surf crew.
Yeah.
And then like before the party even stops, tomorrow morning we got
all the whole
got
crew.
Miami, Mackie Films, JT flying in.
So we got 3 people flying in. My best friend, Ben's other 2 best friends, and so it's gonna be a good time.
I wouldn't say best friends. They're like,
and JP lives down here, so really it's gonna be a heavy squad.
Did you ever think it was funny that I hang out with people that are like 8 to 11 years younger than me?
No, Mommy's younger than me. We are
like 6 months.
No, she's like 4 years younger than me. But no, because in my mind we have not. The dog is the first step to that threshold of we ain't hanging out with them youngins anymore.
But this is what everyone was saying. What we were talking about in the car the other day. Like when I proposed to you, I had a couple random middle-aged / older men come out of the woodwork and be like, "Don't do it, brother.
Ew.
You're not gonna want to do it. You do it, forget about surfing. You might as well sell your boards now." And I was like, I don't know if my marriage is gonna be like that, sir.
I mean, if your marriage was like that, if I was like that, first off, we would have lasted probably like 6 months.
Oh, I wouldn't have married you.
And then if I changed when you proposed to me and thought, hey, like he's going to stop surfing, I don't really understand that because I think maybe for people that don't, they have a job and then they go surfing.
Recreationally.
Yeah, if you go surfing, I could see a wife being like, hey, your job is to, go to the office every day from 9 to 5. And then at 5 o'clock, you're coming home to me because you guys are both like out and doing stuff. But Ben's whole career is surfing. So, like, I would never tell him to not surf. It's his job. Now, if he was surfing and not working or not working and just thinking that he was going to surf and become famous somehow, now, ma'am, then we would have a problem. But that's just life.
What about like I think I surfed. I think my career picked up after we got married.
I think your career
I think I surfed more.
Bruh, I think your career picked up when you met me.
Now that
One would say.
Now that is true.
No, it is true because I mean, we've created a big
we've created a big
life together. No, but I think honestly you
be honest.
Have a lot of your success is due to me. I created the pineapple, so at the end of the day, it's all me.
I gave you credit for that on stage.
I know. I'm saying it again. No, but without me, I don't know, life would be different. So
yeah, it would.
I would.
I wonder what it would be like, and then without Dennis, I wonder what it would be like. It's weird. Like I spent my whole life just like thinking about myself, and kind of just then like you a little bit when we got, you know what I mean? It's when you meet the right person and you know you're gonna get married and it's the one. You start basing your decisions off of not only your comfort and your future. You do it. I started basing my decisions off of me and you, and then now I got Dennis. So now every minute of my day is taken up by
Denzi.
A decision.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it's 6:30 a.m. and Dennis is scratching at the door. The fool wants to go out.
How did he do this morning? He slept in.
He was all right because he got up, and I got up, and I was like, oh, Dennis, come on.
I'm so tired, right?
And then he let me sleep till like a little after 7.
Aw, Denzi.
He got back up in the bed.
Yeah, I know.
Something must have happened last night. You must have kicked him out. He's been sleeping between Jordan's legs.
I didn't kick him out. He probably got hot. Like, I don't know why you're blaming me.
He was on the ground, and I woke up at like 1 o'clock.
But he wasn't there?
And he was on the ground, so then I called him back up in the bed, and he actually snuggled right up near us, like on top, which is really cute.
Did you hear the boys come in?
Yeah, I heard them. They came in at like 12:45.
Oh, I didn't hear them. I was passed out.
Yeah, so we dropped the boys off at the Circle Bar last night at the Hyatt
Regency or something.
At the Hilton, and it was so funny because we dropped them off at the wrong door, and I was laughing because like I kind of knew it wasn't the right spot, and it was
Ben was like laughing hysterically, and the boys were like, "I'm not getting out of the car." Ben's laughing, and then the rest of them jumped out, and Birdie was like, "I'm not jumping out." And then I was like, "Ben, is this the right bar or not?" And he's like, "I don't know." And then he didn't actually know if it was right or wrong. And then when we pulled away, we saw the real Circle Bar, and that was like there's all these people, and like it looked like a party.
And we dropped them off where it looked like literally like the why do I want to say the evacuation door, like the loading.
Yeah, it was a weird area where
I don't know.
People are funny.
It was funny.
Because like to me, I wouldn't have gotten out. I would have just been like, let's just drive for it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I get so stoked that like I don't want to go out. I don't know why.
I don't want to go out either. Like I think I do. And then the only time I'd really want to go out is if I don't really want to go out.
Yeah.
Like if that was like a bar on the water and there was like a pretty sunset and everyone wanted like one drink or whatever.
Well,
like that kind of stuff I like.
No.
A bar in a hotel like actually doesn't do it for me.
When we're on these trips or like at these social events, like the dinner atmosphere, like I can get down with it. It's a good time. It's fun. You laugh. You tell stories.
You weren't always like that.
I wasn't always like that?
I don't think so.
I was always pretty good about it, like if I had to be, but I've gotten better at it. I think it comes with age.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because I didn't grow up in that.
No, I know.
So I don't know.
Yeah, but like now you like realize like, okay, if you want to do some like, because like the dinner is where.
Seriously heavy business.
Well, it is because people loosen up too.
Yeah.
So like.
Well, yeah, I have learned that, it's weird, like, because I started doing this, years ago, and now I have, like, personal relationships with a lot of the surf shops, a lot of the companies, it's interesting, because, like, it's because like I went down to Pensacola, I hung out with those guys, and then he shaped me a board, and it's like, dude, I have a personal relationship with that guy.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting.
Yeah. And like yeah, the so like for business, a lot of people go golf. Because you can do a lot more business on the golf course than you can in like a business meeting because once you take down that like stuffiness and like kind of the awkwardness and you're just like playing golf or having dinner or surfing. Yeah, and it's just like cool. So like without those, which I don't know, if you were always down for, like it's so crazy. You grow up and you're like, oh, this is what I got to do.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is what you brought this up before. You only need one person at a company.
Yeah.
Like to see the potential in you. Exactly. And it could make all the difference.
Can make or break it, buddy.
It's pretty interesting.
It's pretty
Business
cool.
is like it's a never-ending journey that you keep learning the whole time.
Yes.
Like you never stop learning.
No, and I feel like I feel like you're learning.
I learn every day. That's why I like to do when I talk to people like Joel or anyone. Like,
yeah.
I make it a point not to write anyone off.
You can't.
Because
you never know.
You never know. And honestly, everyone's experienced things and they all have something good to offer.
Well, let's think about this. The 2 kids that are with us, they're not kids. They're 26.
Yeah.
What if one day, I mean, who knows? What if they move over to, I don't know about these kids, whatever, but they move over to, what's like a big company right now? They move over to Hurley. I don't know, freaking know. And they're like, dude, you know who's always nice to me? Ben Gravy.
Yeah.
It's like that's why you can't even discredit the kids. You can't discredit anybody because everybody, like Joel was saying, Joel's like, oh, we're getting old. I mean, he's not old at all, but like he might feel it, but he's not. And it's like him bringing these younger kids. It's like because like that's the new generation that's going to come in, and they're going to you want to be nice to everybody, treat everyone like the same, right?
Yeah.
No one's lesser.
I'm happy that comes naturally to me. That I don't have to. Kev's at the booth. We got to get out there. Wait, they never put the carpet down.
Yeah, they did. That's the carpet.
That is concrete.
Yeah. They didn't have any.
No, dude, they used to roll carpet out for the whole expo.
Oh, they didn't. It's different. I think it's a different facility, bub.
Yeah, we'll be over there. But yeah, I'm happy that comes naturally to me because like I get really interested in people, like, and I'll just have a conversation with someone for no reason, for seemingly no reason, but like it's good when you're at a point in life where you don't have to think about what's in it for you.
I do too.
You just think about, I'm here. This is my life. Like, this is what I'm doing. Like, I'm interested to see what this person has to say because every single person that's alive has a life just like you, and they wake up with the same challenges that you wake up with. And
even if you're rich, you're poor, you're anything.
Yep. You could be really rich and really insecure. Or you could be really poor and really smart and motivated. Like, and maybe you just haven't made it to your spot yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you saying? Why are you giving me that look? My noises?
Ew, yes. Bub. But no, Bub, you're...
I want everyone to see him.
Okay, but don't pull on Bub. He's having a good time. You're enjoying... You're pretty good at that. Now, I will have 2 mics. No, Bub. That's my Denzi. Denzi McGonagall has 20 names. Oh my God, he's a sweet baby. Here, Denny, what do you want to say?
He's perfect.
Say something, Denny.
Look at my little boy.
Oh my God, he's so perfect. Guys, we're so obsessed with this dog. It's out of control. We talk about him all day. All we talk about is like how perfect he is, how beautiful he is, how lucky we are, how grateful we are, how we just want to give him the best and safest life we can possibly give him.
Sorry for bothering you, Dennis.
We're sick.
Sorry for bothering you.
We're like love sick. You know when they say love sick?
I'll put you back.
Oh my God, he's so perfect. It's actually a problem how perfect he is. Denzi, my mimis. Ooh, shake it off, 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 shake it off. He's like, wait, why is this couch moving? So yeah, a lot of business going down at Surf Expo. Not really, actually. It's just kind of us walking around. But it's a good time.
And the other thing about business is, you have to be in it because you want to be in it. Like, if you're really going to be successful at the end of the day, you really have to want it. Because there's going to be a lot of times in your life that you're like, wow, this is not worth it.
No.
Like, financially, you know? Or, like, a lot of times where, like, there's challenges in front of you and you're just like, Man, I have put a lot of work in.
Well, okay, so like this is an interesting question. This is like a hypothetical question. If how long, like if your company, Ben Gravy, and you brand did not take off, was there a time limit? Was there no other option except succeeding? Or did you think like ever there was a moment like if this doesn't work, I I gotta pivot, I gotta do something else.
No, I never. I just wrote it out.
Thank God it worked out. Let's just say that because that
Well, it's like, what is success, right?
success
Because
I think
before I signed on with Wave Bandit, I had a very successful online store. Like
oh like that. Oh, I didn't know what
like
you
my
meant. I thought you meant like Nub
t-shirts.
TV.
No, no. Before when I was doing my vlog, I had the candles, the t-shirts, hoodies. Like I had surfing is not a crime shirts. Remember, I had the hats, beanies. I used to do beanies.
Yeah.
Like I could have done it. It may have been on a smaller scale, and who knows? Maybe I would have gone to Surf Expo by myself.
I was saying like
And
maybe you would have blown up. Like maybe it wouldn't have been on a smaller scale. Like you would have been
well, you never
more
know.
successful.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like if it didn't.
If it never took off.
Yeah, because like what? It's kind of crazy thinking
Um.
about like when I met you, like 300 views on a video, you had 3,000 followers on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Or 3,000 followers on
Well,
subscribers.
what? Yeah. When you visited me in California, I hit 5,000 subscribers or followers on Instagram.
Wow, and we were stoked on that.
Yeah, I was stoked.
That was before people bought followers and bought likes, and that
Yeah.
was an exciting moment in our life.
That
Isn't
was
it?
yeah. That was before Buy Mageddon.
Isn't that crazy though? Because like that's just how organic you have been this whole time, and even me, like getting the little amount of followers I have, like I've always just been so stoked on it, and then just seeing these people like go and then they like buy or whatever, and you're like, you
It's
can't,
not whatever. They just buy them.
yeah, but you can't be stoked on that.
Well, how do you wake up every day as so like okay, just to put this into context, there's a lot of people out here who want to be influencers. So what they do is
Well,
they'll buy followers and then they buy likes and they make it look like they're influencers in hopes that they're going to get brand deals out of the situation. But it can't be a rewarding way to wake up every day.
No, and they took fake it till you make it totally wrong.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it is like, in my eyes, it's like dress for the part you want and go out every day. And if you want to be,
That's work till you succeed.
it's work till you succeed. That's fake till you make it.
Okay.
Like I think, because I don't think fake it till you make it is actually faking a following or faking something. And then one day it's just going to work out for you.
And I mean, we happen to be in an industry where it's very common. I mean, majority of people who are trying to succeed in this industry have fake followings.
Yeah, and it's so messed up to me. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't really understand it. Because it's like we always question. I don't always question. People question us, and they're like, "Oh, how do you feel if like X, Y, and Z are up here and you seem like you're down here and like following or something?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but it speaks. You have a whole damn booth at Surf Expo, like promoting you pretty much. Yes,
Yeah.
there's other boards there. Yes, there's other things going on, but like it's promoting you.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well,
Don't fake it till you make it, bruh.
at the end of the day, the number actually doesn't mean anything.
No.
Because if, say, I have 175,000 followers on Instagram, if I just went ahead and bought another 175,000 and I had, what would that be, three?
It'll be 3 something, yeah. I don't know, more, 4 something maybe?
It would be like 350, right?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
350. So then I had 350. You would believe that I had 300.
Yeah.
Like, no one would question it.
No one.
But why would I do that? Because the number doesn't. I
No.
like to see the number translate into, okay, what's the sales? What's like how many people are stoked? How many people showed up at the premiere? How many people bought the movie? How many people, like how? Because then you get the real sense of how important is the work that I'm doing.
Well, someone said yesterday, like, is board sales more important or views? And you said board sales.
100%.
Because it's like board sales really show, because who cares? You can get 5,000 views on every video, but if those 5,000 people love you and support everything you do, there you go. That's all you need.
Because like I'm not in the game to look like I'm famous.
Well, that's it. It's like people want to look famous. I don't understand because who the heck even, if you even think that you're famous or like, that's
weird.
It's so weird. Like yesterday, this mom and her 2 kids were so stoked to see Ben and me, and she was like, "I just want to thank both of you for." We always are nervous. Like we were nervous to meet you. Or I was nervous to meet you guys because I didn't know if you guys were going to be as nice as you seem on camera as you are in person. And you guys like exceeded my expectations. You guys are so down. She literally used down to earth, and I was like, we are the most normal. Like I don't see myself as famous or even no. And Ben never has thought of himself as famous.
I just like being normal.
Yeah, so it was kind of
That's
crazy,
my
but
vibe.
like that's why would anybody, I don't understand people that seek out to be famous. It's odd to me. I would only seek out to like do something cool.
Well, I'm seeking out a feeling, a movement, I'm seeking out change.
Yeah.
I want to change the world. I want to make people excited to wake up and go surfing. And it just so happens that I surf, but I'm not. What you doing, Dennis?
Now he will get up.
But the bottom line is like people put themselves in categories and boxes, and they say I'm a surfer.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you're not. Actually, you're a human being that surfs. So the importance of being a kind person far outweighs the importance of looking like you're a famous surfer. And at the end of the day,
Denzi, come here.
what goes up must come down. So you could have a huge year, you could have a huge 10 years, but one day the pendulum will swing, and it's like if you're egotistical trying to be famous on your way up and you're not making the right connections and being nice to people, it's not going to help you out on your way down.
Facts.
Because I mean, we've seen it all.
Seen it all, buddy.
Rome fell.
Now, yes.
Now the Roman Empire fell after 3,000 years.
If these people think they're the Roman Empire, they go, "Woo, boy." Now that is sad for them. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so we're vibing, we're thriving, we're staying alive.
Yeah, I think it's also good to have conversations like this. Puts it into perspective.
Yeah, I just like vibing and being normal. But I think we should probably get going soon.
Really, man?
Yeah, well, at least maybe just.
Have got you antsy to go?
I just feel like the vibes are high over there.
I feel like the vibes are really.
I'm getting FOMO.
I'm getting FOMO.
Oh my gosh!
This is the problem.
Boy,
We can't have a dog.
he's so perfect.
We're obsessed with him. We're obsessed with our life right now. Denzi loves Florida, and that's all that matters. He likes his apartment, which is great. I didn't
have to buy it.
We're gonna but we're gonna have to buy an apartment, I think.
He liked the Land Rover, bought it. He likes his apartment, buy it.
But like he loves sleeping in between us, and it's sad that we don't have a bed big enough because we don't have a room big enough. So it looks like Daddy's gonna be buying us a new house. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, all right. Well, thanks for tuning in. We had a lot of fun.
Should we do like a face? Ready? I gave a face in the middle. I was like, "Sir."
No, ma'am.
No, look.
That was a good one. Let's see another. Ooh, that was good. Now that one's going on the thumbnail.
If you don't do the one smiling. Okay, bye.
Okay, so don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.
And Mackie, JT, Mommy, we might all do it next time.
Yeah, we might all podcast. We are, we're this podcast is a little random, but we're gonna try to, make it regular. Even though we're down in Florida, we brought all the equipment. So we'll see you next video. Thanks for tuning in for the dream, fully nuking.
Yeah. Bye.